While we're only involved in the business for 2 years and invested for 16 months, it was probably the most intense investment period I've been through.
Since the investment by Panoramic, our sales went from 5 million to nearly 23 million. It was an incredible journey along the way. It wasn't all plain sailing, but the growth was absolutely amazing.
This investment was very time consuming due to general lack of resource. So there's only 5 people in the business that's growing very quickly. We're in a spiky market, policy driven, with very little sales pipeline visibility.
This was an incredibly interesting journey. From a business that had turnover between £1 to £2 million per month, we went through a snap regulatory change at the end of October 2011. The following month we did £8 million turnover in a business that previously had no systems. We had 15 people, and that was a real test of what we'd done in the preceding 9 months.
Since the investment, our sales really started to grow, and in November 2011 our sales hit over £8 million.
That kind of a situation can be very stressful, and it tested our relationship between myself, Panoramic and Stuart. Over that difficult period, we very quickly had to find our individual roles. Stuart was concentrating on supply, Danny was concentrating on allocating the product, I was concentrating on operations, and Malcolm from Panoramic was concentrating on managing the cash.
We knew we had a really scalable business, and we were working exceptionally hard to grow on that success.
After that initial period, things didn't calm down. With a business that was growing this quickly, we were consistently dealing with the challenges of a high-growth company. People, stock, working capital cycles, the ability to deal with one-off projects. I remember at one point Ian came up to Edinburgh and talked to me about an 80 million opportunity. How were we going to be able to fund that? An incredible challenge for us as a small business. That initial month where we had 8 million turnover basically set the scene for the future of the Solfix relationship. Stuart, as a founder, was able to concentrate on the customers and the suppliers and doing what he did well. Ian and I were able to work on everything that surrounded Stuart to support him, to allow him to operate best. We were able to work on the finance system, the operations system, and ensuring all the people were in place and we had suitable resources to deal with the exceptional growth we were experiencing. That methodology accounted for a great deal of the success of Solfix. Stuart, as a founder, was able to concentrate on what he did best, concentrate on the suppliers and the customer relationships. Ian and I were able to support Stuart in building the structure around him that ensured the business could cope with the exceptional growth.
After the initial growth, myself and Danny Wilkinson focusing on our customers to grow the business further and bringing out new product innovations and renewables technologies. Ian Reid, our commercial director, focused on systems controls and reporting with Malcolm. However, the guys at Panoramic were always there in the background, making sure we're hitting our targets and everything was on track.
During this busy period, as Stuart and I were embroiled in the day-to-day running of the business, Malcolm from Panoramic was ensuring that our strategy was still on course. My relationship with Panoramic and Malcolm was excellent. I found him very supportive, always available and very hardworking.